Right, let's talk about the potential runners and riders who are looking at the club, the three that have been mentioned recently. So this is an excellent article by The Athletic by Matt Slater. He's been doing really good stuff on Wednesday recently. And I have an Athletic account. I love it. There's really good stuff on it. But the race to rescue us, as it says here, is between Dunfermline Athletic owner James Board, a group led by American investor John McAvoy and the Chicago-based Dutt family, and former Newcastle owner Mike Ashley. Now, according to this, Mel said that all this has been done, but the James Board is not a new name in Scottish football. He bought Dunfermline in January. In an interview published in May, Board said how he wants to use the AI and data analytics to build up multi-club groups that will finance itself from on-field success and playing trading profits. Not a big fan of multi-club groups, I won't lie. I think multi-club groups you have to be very, very careful with. Generally, you have to be very careful with. It's the plan that he's looking at as well. He used to work for two men who had done it in Brentford's owner Matthew Berring and Brighton Hove Albion Tony Bloom. So he got good people he have learnt off who are good at getting players out of nowhere and using that data to do so. So it's not like it's something he hasn't done before. Now, one of the football clients is Sheffield United, but also the American are not involved in this bid for the crosstown rival. Tottenham Hotspurs also use his short circuit as advice as well. So it's interesting. And we know that he was part of a Europe-based investors who bought 37% of Curl and then purchased 25% and suffered top division. So if what then we know what he kind of wants to do with that one, how he could get on. Now, they got former boss Neil Lennon at Dunfermline at the minute. So it's interesting to see what happened. They even paid a transfer fee in that second tier. That is like unheard of. He said he bought Dunfermline because I love underdogs. The ambition is to bring back some of the history, but also the change of atmosphere. Club optimism. They are a very passionate fan base that has suffered enough pain, and we'd like to bring them some joy with what he's trying to do. Now, the thing is, you look at what we're trying to do and who we're trying to bring in and stuff, and we know that we are pretty much going down into League One for a third time, I want to say. Is it a third time? Yeah, it'll be a third time of going into it. We have not been in the Prem since 2000, and we are really struggling, right? And we're going to have people come in and try and get us how best they can, right? We had a 1.7 million tap bill that Golden Elephant Man couldn't do. And we were trying to get all the stuff sorted. Now, according to this, there are 3 bids on the table that they're looking at, kind of thing, and they're going through stuff. The conversation has only produced 4 more bids for Wednesday, but as many auctioneers would attest, you only need 2. Well, we know what Ashley's like. We know there's a reserve price of 30 million. For us, and we know Ashley at one point was not going to do that. So it's like it's going to be about 27 million to cover the debts, including 15 million for Chancery and around 3 million in fees for Begnatina, the legal firm that's doing it. One of these things we've always thought of, what is the price they're going to get? It's about 3 million they're going to get out of it once they've done it all. So we know what Ashley's like. Ashley was at Newcastle, sold it to Saudi Arabia, the investment fund, and it was intrigued that who got that one going there. Now, Board, you got the other thing. You got Board and McAvoy and Storch, right? So McAvoy and Storch, we know what they are a little bit about them. It's less known about McAvoy and Storch's situation, but McAvoy has been in California, but he ceased operation over a decade ago. He has got investment properties, restaurants. He's got a record label. He's also bought more stakes in Major League Baseball, in Colorado Rockets, and National Hockey League Nashville Predators. So it's interesting that he got that. He's also UK managing director very after John Dorquin. That name was linked with the English team. That was in 2022 with Coventry, when Doug King got them. And it seems like this is one of the names that got done because he knows John McClure as well. So the thoughts are a father and son duo, David and Michael, and they've been looking at England club for well over a year. During the time, they have almost bought a minority share in Plymouth Argyle, but pulled out of a plan to join Rodco's Reading, seen as a guy front row for Cardiff, evaporated and not progressing with plans to invest in Blackpool. David Starr is a retired AAR Corp, MY listed aviation service provider based in Chicago. And in 2018, not 28. After 39 years with the company, Michael is a football fan, and they were being advised on this deal by former Leeds United chairman Andrew Umbers. Right? So we know that we are waiting to see what happens next. The Athletic have contacted or attempted to get in touch with the bidders so far for a comment, and they've chosen not to. Take that as what you will, that they've chosen not to, right? I have the thing with this where I genuinely, it could be a case that it might not be any of them, right? It might be the case that it not any of them, or it is one of them and we get them come in. Whoever comes in is going to need our support. Right? They just are. And I believe we're going to give that. But the problem is, you've got at the moment is we don't know whereabouts the bids are. Right? We don't know how far along they are. Now, the administrators said there will be radio silence pretty much while this was going on. And true to form, there have been. Let's be brutally honest, there has been radio silence. And I think some people are getting to the point where they're getting frustrated with the administration, that they're not getting more updates. We've gone from having no updates from owner to then a lot of updates, and then now it's gone a bit silent again on the updates. But they did warn this was going to happen. Now, I don't know who I realistically want. I'll be brutally honest. I know I want Wednesday to be stable again. I know I want us to stop having this thing where we are not able to compete. I've gone through multiple times on videos and live streams who would be good, who we could get. But again, it comes back down to creditors are the ones who will ultimately pay for who will get us, basically. The creditors are the ones who will not... You got to remember, the administration team is appointed so they can get money for people who are owed money. And the best people who can get that money owed is going to be the ones that get it. Ideally, we want new ownership to come in and make us commercially sound again, on the field sound again, make us into a, I hate using the word brand, but make a brand identity again. We got to remember there's a lot of things that goes into buying us. It's not just about buying the club. The stadium needs a hell of a lot of work. The training ground probably needs another load of work. We need to probably own our training ground. It's not an easy one to fix, if that makes sense. Throw a bit of money at it. We've seen him already try to do the throw a bit of money. It didn't work. Didn't work. It failed miserably. So, let me know what you think. These are the runners and riders who are partly the ones in. Let's see where we are in a couple of weeks' time. I hope something gets announced at the end of this week. I hope we get something saying a preferred bid have been sorted. Because I think if it goes a little bit on after Christmas, people will get a bit nervous again. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hype the video. See you in the next one. Bye.